The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Our game tonight featuring the Cavaliers as they go up against Phoenix.
We are live in Phoenix, Arizona, as the Suns are about to go into this interconference contest. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Thompson is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Young. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Gasol in at the 3. And a long way to go, Brent, but there are some early signs of a legitimate playoff contender, championship contender.
When we talk about that, Kevin, you and I always are leery of the fact of how many of these guys have had the experience of being scarred up in the early rounds of the playoffs, having to advance or beat a team that's proven before. Right now, there are some teams out there that are raising our eyebrows where we think they're going to have an opportunity. If they keep growing like this and they keep finding this type of consistency, they could be dangerous.
You'd like to think they're going to use those scars, as you say, from the past and motivate them even more.
Well, those are the teams who we believe can always take the next step.
Sure.
It's the young teams that are unproven, even though they're playing well, where we sometimes wonder, will they be able to maintain this kind of focus come playoff time?
Here's Dinwiddie following the basket by Marc Gasol. To the inside, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
Well, that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now, here's Collins from the arc. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Now, this is a quarter that he would love to forget as soon as possible, not getting anything to go.
And Young kicks the ball. And the pass to Valanciunas. From the corner, that one wide left.
Not a lot of defense there. You can't afford to let guys shoot freely from the mid-range. You're not going to miss those all that often.
Outside Durant. Here's Dinwiddie. Connects from three-point range. Dinwiddie's got 5 points so far.
Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
Now here's Gasol. Shot clock at 6. Young. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Young's got his second basket of the game.
You know, improving on certain aspects of his game, it's crucial. Young continues to knock down these tough interior shots.
Young against Levine. Teardrop shot, and it's good on the way in. Levine's got his second bucket tonight.
And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Thompson passes to Valanciunas. Can't connect from short range.
You can't miss those kind of looks. The defense seems to be a little nonplussed so far in this one, but he flat out missed it.
Last game for the Cavaliers, they picked up the W against Charlotte.
It seems odd to say, given that they won that pretty easily, but really they did not look especially strong in that game.
And you know as well as I do that the coaches had a long laundry list of things that they could have done better that night, but still, it turned out to be a good win for them.
And Levine, here we go. To the wing on the left. Here's Dinwiddie. Shoots over Ball. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
The new era of NBA basketball, playing outside in. We'll see if they could take advantage of that moving forward.
Collins is out there with Durant, and there's JaVale McGee. Then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. And so here's Phoenix after the Marcus Holmes. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Suns. Dinwiddie's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight.
Well, John Collins is a very athletic big man out of Wake Forest. He wasn't thought to be a very impactful rookie, but I think Mike Budenholzer timed it well as he got more minutes late in the year. And with that burst and length, he can be scary when he gets on his way to the rim.
Ball no good. Suns leading by 4. Here's Durant. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Well, that's a smart shot by KD. Sizes up the D and then just cashes in.
For Collins, Brent, he knows that he has a lot of growth in his game, wants to focus on working hard to improve.
Well, maybe his background will help him out. Grew up in a military household, and hard work seems to be second nature to what it is that he does. Many surprised on draft day when he dropped to 19th overall, even John Collins himself, but making up for lost time here.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Young outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
From 20 feet out. They get it back. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Ball.
And the Suns have never won an NBA title. It's amazing for such a proud and storied franchise. Just one trip to the finals since the merger back in 1993. That was when they lost to the Chicago Bulls.
And so Young will bring it up for the Cavaliers. He kicks it to Ball. And here's Gasol outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Gasol's got 5 now.
I love how Ball moves the rock. Incredible instincts on the offensive end.
Durant for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side clinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Now, here is Young against Charlotte. He was really on his game.
He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
The Suns shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
With the amount of pressure Durant puts on his opponents, it's typical to see him among the leaders in free throw attempts. Well, they depend on him to score, and that doesn't mean just from the field. Sometimes it comes from the charity stripe.
Now here's Gasol. He has 5. Young outside.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second.
LaVine, good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Young against LaVine. And here's Young. And so it's Phoenix with a 14-point. All right. right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they play. And that does it for our.
The streets around this beautiful arena in downtown Phoenix, the home of the Suns. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead.
Suns coach Igor Kokoskov, the NBA's first ever head coach, born and raised outside of North America. He will not be the last, but a great opportunity for Phoenix as this guy's paid his dues. 18 years as an NBA assistant, including 5 early years in Phoenix.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, we've got Lonzo Ball. Thompson is out there with Marc Gasol. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Young in at the shooting guard position. Now Ball, after Zach LaVine missed from long range. Ball kicks to Gasol. Back to Ball. Down low, Valanciunas. And the shot goes in. Valanciunas has got 6.
I like the physicality there on the glass on full display. Great at hitting the boards and then capitalizing off the second chance opportunity.
The offensive rebound. McGee's shot is off.
They look frustrated, 0 for 3. Not how you want to start the third quarter.
Outside Gasol. Kicks it to Ball. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Young. And Kokoskov, a pioneer, the first D1 college assistant coach out of Europe, also the first in that role in the NBA.
Yeah, in the NBA, he reached the conference finals 7 times and the finals twice. So he's seen what it takes and what type of competitive environment it is when you reach those elite levels. And in 2004 was on the staff for the Detroit Pistons when they won the NBA title against the Lakers. So been around a lot of winning.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
A moment here to see the stats for Zach LaVine. Last season's performance for him. Put up about 16 points a game, 4 rebounds and 3 assists. And he can play some valuable minutes on the wing for this team.
I just want to kick back and lounge here because when this guy's hot, it's a love story. And when he's cold, it's a nightmare. So sit back, get your popcorn. Let's see what he does. Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Dinwiddie passes to Collins. Outside, LaVine. Offline with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's covered by Ball. Durant for 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
LaVine finds McGee, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. LaVine against Young. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. Collins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Durant, no good. Gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Gasol, no good. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
And they're moving it up. Phoenix leading by 7. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Durant kicks to Dinwiddie. Now Collins. Durant for three. Phoenix no good that time either.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Good on the bucket. And it's 8 points for Valanciunas.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
I just think it was a matter of getting recomposed, altering their game plan just a little bit. They look completely in sync now.
And we've reached the end of the third. Suns lead by 5. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Collins. He's out there with JaVale McGee. Zach LaVine is out there with Durant. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point, who's out there for Phoenix.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Durant kicks to LaVine from downtown. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists tonight.
Over the course of KD's career, more and more he's been asked to facilitate, and that makes him more unpredictable. And guess what? More dangerous.
Pass to Valanciunas. Lays it up off the glass.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
LaVine passes to Dinwiddie. Back to LaVine. Pass to McGee. Here's Dinwiddie. He's covered by Ball. With the shot, McGee trying to break free. Dinwiddie's shot is off. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. They trail by 6. Outside for Gasol. Young against LaVine. And it's Ball in the corner. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen. It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
No doubt. His success converting around the rim is largely due to the one thing he does better than most, and that is fly.
Durant against Young, and his offensive struggles continue. LaVine kicks to Dinwiddie. Valanciunas against McGee. Durant, no good.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
Yeah, I hope it hasn't gone to his head. He may be trying too hard at this point.
Dinwiddie dishes to Collins. To the middle. Dinwiddie with the bucket. And it's a 10-point Phoenix lead.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're trailing by 10. 1:11 left in the fourth. And now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Kevin Durant.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He told them not to hold back. He said, I want 100% effort out there. If you can't give it, I'll get you out. No time to rest. Let's get after it. Ebony needs everything they've got.
They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's covered by Ball. Dinwiddie passes to Collins. Levine kicks to Durant. Over to Gasol. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And the Suns lead by 9. And here are the Cavaliers. Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're trailing by 9. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .27 seconds left in the fourth. That one drops for him.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Here's Dotson. Brooks outside. Thompson with the rebound. McDermott with it. So the Suns win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony,